Welcome, Earthly Souls, to my channel, Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel, and Libra, thank you so much for joining me today for your April 2026 monthly reading, my loves. Let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to see how April's going to be playing out for you. We're going to look into overall energy, love, career, conflicting and supporting energies. And then we're going to pull a message from the Oracle for you from your spirit guides. If you do not follow me on TikTok, I did already post a TikTok reading for April for you guys. It's a very vague, surface level reading. We are going to be repeating the cards that were pulled from that reading today and just going a little bit deeper and more in depth. Okay, my loves. We're gonna see if we can pull some, specific details about your month. Okay, my lovelies. All right, Libra. So the overall energy that we pulled for you guys was Temperance. Okay, so overall energy for April, Temperance card. I feel like a lot of you in April are going to feel a very much restored energy. There's something here about restoration, possibly recovery, healing as well. There's also a huge significance on manifesting this month for some reason. So maybe either you guys are going to start manifesting something big, or possibly receiving a manifestation, receiving some type of wish fulfillment. Because the Temperance card is also about receiving what you give out. So yeah, overall a very refreshing energy. There could be something that, Libra, that you might be healing from this month, okay? Whether that be a breakup, which it very much could be, because we'll explain when we get to the love section of your reading. Or some type of maybe a conversation that didn't really go well, I'm hearing. And there's kind of like this energy where you have to really process what happened and think and, solve an issue of some sorts. Let's see what else we can get on your overall energy for this month, my loves. So the Nine of Pentacles is coming up for you. So overall, there's also going to be a lot of abundance coming your way. Like I said, there's like a wish fulfillment coming in. So if you have been manifesting more money, Libra, I feel like April's your month. What else? The Emperor, as I'm saying that too. Yeah, there's definitely a very heavy financial energy coming through for you. And I mean, that attached to the Temperance card, it's a very good sign. Okay, a lot of you are going to be receiving a pretty good amount of money this month. Queen of Swords, yeah. This is also something that is going to give you the power to have your own routine. I'm hearing like financial, not just stability, but financial freedom. So, okay, Libra. There's also going to be a lot of goals that you set yourself up to do this month. And I see you being able to really fulfill those goals in a very efficient way, okay? Possibly because you have a lot of monetary support now. Could be because of that. Could also just be because your energy levels feel very high this month, because again, you're going through a healing moment. You're restoring your energy. So I do also feel like a lot of you might want to be a little bit more in hermit mode in April, for that reason. Let's jump into the love section of your career, because I feel like things are going to get quite interesting when it comes to love. And sorry guys, I'm struggling so hard with these cards. They're very pretty. They're like the foil cards, but they're very slippery. So like I'm like shuffling them and then you're just like falling all over the place. So for your love section of your reading, you did get the Devil, Libra. So like I'm saying, I think a lot of you are exiting a relationship. I think a lot of you this month are going to be realizing something about your person that, is kind of like a deal breaker for you, if you haven't already. Because I do feel like a lot of you have already gone through a breakup, not in April, but like either in March or even in February. But I see you this month really healing from that, and maybe not fully healing, but coming to terms with it and accepting it. And for that reason, because you chose to let such a strong energy go, that is why in April you're receiving a lot of what you've been manifesting. You're receiving a lot of, that restoration energy. You're restoring a lot of your energy and kind of like reclaiming your energy, which is very nice, Libra. I love that for you. What else can we get about this Devil card, Spirit, for Libra's love energy in April? We're getting the King of Swords. So you could have been with an air sign, or you could be with an air sign right now too. This is not just for my single, it's for my relationship Libras. Okay, anyone really. Just this is your love energy in general. So either you could be meeting an air sign soon, or somebody could be coming towards you with heavy communication. if you're single. And if you're not single, again, I feel like there's going to be a huge conversation happening, okay? If you are in a relationship, Libra, and I feel like this conversation could be a little bit of a warning sign for you. I'm not sure why, but I just keep seeing like a red flag. So just something to keep an eye out for. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, I feel like if you are in a relationship, keep your eyes open, Libra. I'm not trying to say like anything to scare you, but just keep your eyes open. Strength is also coming up, so I feel like there could be a situation or a conversation ahead that is going to require you to have a lot of patience and a lot of strength, okay, in order to deal with this energy. Because I just heard like trifling energy. Okay, you know what I mean? Like someone's coming in with like some really shocking news, maybe. Yeah, and you're gonna be like, really? Like, come on. Like, come on. Yeah, on the Page of Swords, you're not gonna really know how to react to it. It's like, I kind of see you becoming a little bit speechless, okay, when it comes to this energy. So, and again, for some of you, this could be a negative thing happening. For some, it just could be the shock of somebody coming up to you and like maybe offering a love contract. I don't know. Let's get one more for my single Libras. One more message for my single. Yeah, the Hermit is coming up. Like I said, a lot of you could be very much in hermit mode this month, so you're not really looking for anything new anyway. I still do feel like someone's going to be approaching you, whether or not you're looking for it. So just keep an eye out. And again, use your intuition as well, Libra. If you're not feeling someone, don't force it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting for you guys. Okay, so let's move on to career. So for career, we pulled the High Priestess for you, which could really mean a lot of things. So let's actually dig a little deeper and see what the High Priestess is trying to tell us. The Two of Swords. Okay, so there could be a situation this month, Libra, within your career, where it's like your intuition is telling you one thing, but then your brain is trying to tell you a different thing, and you're kind of feeling a little bit like in the middle of these two energies, like, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I choose? This could be a huge decision. This could also be something very minor. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else about this. For your career, Spirit, what? Why is the Two of Swords here in regards to Libra's career? The Star card is coming up for you. There could be a situation in which you have to speak up about something, but you're going to feel kind of silenced, Libra. I'm not sure why. You could be around a lot of people in your job that overpower you. Like, I feel like you are a person that just, you know, you go to work, you do what you have to do, and you go home. And there's going to be a lot of people this month. I don't know, it just feels like the energy is going to be riled up. People might want to bring you into situations that have nothing to do with you, and try to almost like trap you, I'm hearing. So just keep an eye out for that and use your intuition as well. Again, the High Priestess came up as the main energy for your career. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of situations in which your spirit guides are going to ask you to use your intuition in order to deal with the situations, all right? Yeah, and then the Seven of Swords is, not swords, wands. The Seven of Wands is coming up for you, which is a wand of, again, protecting your space, protecting your energy, and just not letting people get through to you. You know what I mean? There could be people really trying to test you this month within your career. Just don't let it get to you, Libra. Do not let it get to you. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? The Empress. I'm saying there's a huge financial blessing energy this month for you. Okay, and this also could be, I think a lot of people in your career, whether that be a business that you own or a job you work, could resonate with whichever setting. People are going to see you doing pretty well this month, Libra. And that's probably why they kind of want to come in and try to get to you. Maybe even ask you for help, like monetary help. There's going to be a lot of people trying to get what you're receiving. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, Libra's doing so good this month. Let's try to see how they're doing that. Or like, you know, let's see who they're talking to. What connects do they have? And I do see you being very defensive when it comes to that, which I feel is the energy that you should approach the situation with, because not everyone is coming in with good intentions, Libra. In fact, most of these people are not coming in with good intentions, so beware of that. The Knight of Wands, yeah, and they're going to come at you fast. They're going to be like, oh, what's going on, Libra? They might try to even distract you, like come up with like a regular conversation and try to, turn the conversation into something else. But again, with the High Priestess, I feel like your intuition is going to be on point this month, okay? So no one's going to be able to fool you really when it comes to that. Let's go ahead and see what your conflicting energy for this month will be, my loves. So the main energy that we got for you, conflicting energy, was the Hanged Man. So this to me tells me that you might struggle a little bit this month with waiting to receive things. There could be a little bit of a push and pull with like being patient, possibly being patient with these energies around you, or just with receiving in general. It's like, you're expecting some type of blessing, but for some reason you feel like it's taking too long, or you're just feeling a little bit impatient, right? But let's see what else we can pull from this. I also feel like this is kind of an energy that's like, you're gonna struggle to keep your mouth shut when it comes to something as well, and it could cause more problems than anything. So for example, maybe someone's coming up to you with something, like they're telling you something, and you're really trying your best to hold back from like telling this person to like off, you know what I mean? And you kind of fail at that, it could cause more problems than anything. So that could be a conflicting energy for you for sure. Let's see what else we can get about this, Spirit. The World is coming up as well for that Hanged Man. Why is the World here, Spirit? Can we get a little bit more about that? Oh no, I'm telling you, these cards are wanting to. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Cups, again, reacting to things in an immature way. And the Page of Pentacles, yeah. Why am I saying it like that? Reacting? I forgot how to talk. Reacting to things in an immature way is definitely going to be something that, is going to bother you this month, because it's going to bring, again, it could bring bigger problems than anything. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like there's also going to be slight situations where you're not going to really know exactly what to do with certain blessings that you're being given. This could be monetary. There is a Page of Pentacles. So it's like you're going to be receiving a lot of money, but you're going to be like, oh my God, wait, I'm not prepared for this amount of money. Like, where am I going to put it? You know what I mean? So it could be something that, you struggle with a little bit. And maybe that's why the Hanged Man is coming up for you as a conflicting energy, because, sorry, confirmation burp. This indecision is going to kind of bring you to a halt, and it's going to paralyze you a little bit. And so you're not going to really know how to move forward, which in turn, could possibly delay things, bring setbacks, and possibly shut some type of door for you, okay? Let's see what we can get for your supporting energy. So your supporting energy came up as the King of Swords, which to me signifies an energy of being able to delegate things, being able to, be the leader in situations as well. So you could be somebody of high position within your career, or just in general, maybe in your life. Maybe you're the head. Sorry guys, I got interrupted for a bit. But, as I was saying, maybe you're the head of your household, but there's an energy here where it's like you're the head of something. You're the leader. And that energy is actually going to really support you. Once you remember who the fuck you are, Libra, you're going to be very supported, because your own energy is going to be able to, lead you and guide you. You are getting the Four of Cups as well as the Seven of Swords. So also a big supporting energy for you, Libra, is knowing when somebody is lying to you, and knowing when to say no to someone as well. I think, like I said, Libra, this month your intuition is going to be on point. So take that, okay? Take that and run with it, okay? When your intuition tells you, no, this person is lying, trust it and know when to say no to somebody, or know when to not help someone, okay? You don't always have to help people, okay? Especially if you feel that they're coming up to you with the wrong intentions. And this could be within your job, could be within your friend group, I don't know, could be with, colleagues. But yeah, let's see what else we can get about this energy. Yeah, the Devil coming up again. You're gonna know when people are coming up to you with BS, okay? So don't be afraid to say no to people this month. And I don't feel like you will be afraid to do that, because it is coming up as a supporting energy for you. So rock on, Libra. You're also getting the Eight of Pentacles, yeah, because there's a lot of things that you've been really working hard for. Like I said, this month you're going to be receiving a lot of the things that you've been manifesting. You don't want people coming in and trying to steal from that energy or try to drink from your cup right now, okay? Because you have worked too long and too hard for that to happen. And I do feel like you're going to be very on like defense mode this month. You're not going to be letting that happen, okay? You're not going to let it happen. You're going to be disappointing a lot of people this month, I will say, Libra. So just get ready for that. Let's get one more message for your supporting, and then we're going to move to your oracle message. Thank you, Spirit. The last, the King of Pentacles, Libra. King of Pentacles. Like I said, you're going to be very financially blessed this month, okay? And that financial blessing is going to open up so many other doors for you. I'm seeing luxury coming into your life. I'm seeing stability. I'm seeing a happy household as well. Again, if you are the head of your household, you have a big family, your family is going to feel this blessing too, okay? It's not just going to be you. And I'm hearing the right people will benefit from this, okay? Because, you know, you're going to be working very hard to be on defense mode and protect what's yours. So the wrong people, they're not even going to be able to step a foot into the door. You know what I mean? So I love that for you, my loves. I love it. So let's move on to the oracle message for you, Libra, to end off this reading with. So you got contemplation with the number 29. So the 29 could be significant. And the theme of contemplation is really looking deep within, okay, making good decisions, contemplating whether or not you should let certain people in, certain energies touch you. And I feel like this energy overall, you're just going to be contemplating a lot this month, okay? Not in a bad way, just in a very, you know, logical way, okay, Libra? Things are going to feel very clear to you this month. There's going to be a lot of clarity, especially with the Temperance card coming up as your overall energy. Temperance feels like such a clear, refreshing energy, you know what I mean? And so it's almost as if something is getting filtered. I don't know what that really means, but it's like you're acting as a filter. You're bringing in energies and, you know, filtering it out, and it's coming out so clear. So you could be journaling a lot this month, and if you're not, you should be. I feel like journaling is going to help you a lot, specifically this month. Anyway, that being said, let's go ahead. Oh, I literally opened the book and it was right there on contemplation. Let's go, Libra. Okay, so the message is enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. Which is such a beautiful message, because like I said, I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time this month listening to your intuition, and not just listening, but trusting it as well, which in turn is going to bring you a lot of blessings. Okay, Libra, the more we trust our intuition, the more our guides reward us for that. And there's also a message too of making sure that you're also spending time with yourself and, you know, taking your leisure time as well, okay? It's not all, you know, making decisions and working and defensiveness. There's also going to be a lot of time for you to restore, again, with that Temperance card being your overall energy. There's going to be a big rest period for you. With the Hermit that came up, you're going to want to be just kind of cozied up, maybe with yourself or with your person or with your family. You know, just taking things easy, taking things slow this month, because I feel like, again, you've done the hard work. The hard part is over, Libra. The hard part is over, and this is your month to shine. It's your month to receive, okay? So I love you so much, Libra. I think this month is going to be very amazing for you. I wish you the best of luck with every endeavor that's coming your way. And yeah, Libra, thank you for sitting with me here today. I hope the reading resonated, and I will see you guys on the next reading, okay? Goodbye.